Uganda's biggest population constitutes the young people, and currently the youth in Uganda are challenged with the issue of unemployment, which is at the rate of 65%. Most of whom have completed the appropriate level of education, but they don't know where to start. These youths have a dream of having white-collar jobs after completing university, instead of paying attention to opportunities within business skills development. International Labour Organization, ILO, is here to support the youth, empowering them with a set of skills. The Youth Entrepreneurship Facility, funded by the European Union, has a package that empowers the young people with a set of entrepreneurship skills. The interventions include start your business, improve your business. They do entrepreneurship education, promote access to business and finance linkages. There is also a competitive grant for young people to set up organizations to enable them have decent employment and employ other youths. Mawanda Robert, the National Program Coordinator, says,
"This is a program that is reaching out to young people, and our main objective is to see how best to promote entrepreneurship among young people. It's ideally funded by the European Union since last year, 2014, but before that we had the funding from the Danish government. So this is a continuation of the various interventions of reaching out to young people. It's a program that is looking at promoting entrepreneurship culture, promoting entrepreneurship education, access to business development services and affordable finance, but also there's a competitive grant scheme for the Youth Fund. So for the past 1 year, we've had a lot of successes with the funding of the European Union, and we've looked at some few beneficiaries that have benefited from the Start and Improve Your Business program. And the results are amazing. We've seen so many young people starting their businesses. They have employed themselves, they are employing fellow young people, but they also contributed to the economic development of this country.
A friend of mine invited me. He's also a youth. He invited me for this training, and I went and attended the training. A lot has really changed in my life, especially after that ILO training. I really have the way I perceive things is different from how I used to perceive things. The ILO training actually opened up my mind. Basically, I encourage the youth to stop wasting time. That is one. Secondly, they should try out something, and even if it fails, let them keep on keeping on. Because the more you try out something, the more you become good in that particular field. Either the government or these NGOs basically to see how they can give these youth more training, especially on starting the business. And then the other thing is on how to manage finances, because sometimes we youth, we tend to become excited when we handle small money. So basically I advise the government and these other organizations to see how they can really tackle those areas of training the youth on how to start a business and then manage their finances. Because I believe when those two things are tackled, the youth can be empowered.
What really motivated me to apply for that training was I had high hope of getting new experience of how I can run my business, because I was not running the business in a way that I was seeing it. It was not really perfect. I was not really benefiting much. My turnover was so low, and the profit I would get was not much. It would not really sustain or even make my business go any further. We learned bookkeeping, good saving practice, how we can turn back the profit into the business, how we can make our savings from the profit that we make in the business. Then we also learned customer care, how we can take good care of our customer and make them come back frequently to our business. A lot has changed after the training, because remember when I told you when I started the business, I had low profit margin and I didn't thought of any expansion. But now after the training and after acquiring the skills that we are taught in the training, my business got an improvement in my profit margin, which gave me an effort to open another business, which that's when I went in for the mobile money. Using the same profit that I got from the business, I bought a land and I've started a construction. So really all these are the benefit of the knowledge that I applied, and this is the knowledge that I got from ILO.
Before the training, my life was full of gambling. I was gambling. Actually, I had lost hope in life. There are very many things that I have achieved as a result of that training, because after the training, I was able to regain my hope that I still have got the time to make it. The message I have for the youth is youth should never ever dream that one time God will drop bags of dollars down that they will use to do the things they need in life. It is all about sacrificing your life by a way of collecting scraps, doing other dubious things in this productive age that will enable you save, and which savings you'll use to invest, and which investments will lead you to do other things that you need in life.
We do singing as a project for functions. We do recording and a production of music as also a project. And one major project we are doing now is the cement based products, basically working on the pavers. So far we are doing so well. We've had a series of challenges, but still we are progressing so well. For the fellow youth out there, I just encourage them to first of all constitute themselves with the focus of generating a business idea as young people, and not so much to rely on funding from any other source. They can still generate the little capital, whichever little capital they have, so long as the funds can be managed well, they can be able to start their project. And secondly, they need also to get in touch with the organizations like ILO, which offers training packages in managing business, equipping them with business skills, such that when they are able to begin their business, at least they have enough skills to manage their funds. And second, also the opportunity for funding.
The life before the training was not simple and was not easy. The problem was I didn't know how to manage my business. I didn't know how to take customer care. And then I didn't know how to take financial records, which would help me in managing the business. There are many reasons that motivated me to apply for the training. One, I wanted to know how to run my business successfully. Two, I wanted to know how to expand my business. And then three, I want to expand the knowledge which I have got from the training organized by the International Labour Organization to other youth who are unemployed. I learned how to take records for my business. Two, I learned how to expand and maintain the business. And then three, it helped me to be self-independent on how to run the business. My life has really changed. One, I am now enrolling many youth to come and join me in the training and running this workshop. Two, many youth are now being employed when they are self-propelled and they're doing their own business by themselves. They are now self-independent. And then three, I have learned how to take records on my business and how to expand the business.
Previously, I had a challenge in my life, and I said it was an issue of raising money for my home to keep my people paying school fees. But a friend who told me that once he attended training that was on entrepreneurial skills. He's opened his business, and when he opened the business, his business was successful. And through the success of my friend, then I had to also join. And most effective one was I learned how to make a business plan. That was all what I liked in that, because I had no idea how to develop a business plan. And a lot of things which were entailed in that made me to like the training. I learned one thing, how to cost listing. I also learned on, as I told you, was a business plan. I also learned of sources of getting money for a business, particularly the youth livelihood program. I'm able to pay my children, and my children themselves have learned that this is part of the fees. So this and this badge here, because if I sell two, that is somebody's school fees. So through this training, it has made a change. My future plan for my project is that I want to be the biggest supplier of turkeys in Teso sub-region.
My name is Odoronier Vincent Brian. When I was invited and I attended the first training, we were given a component of start your business modules, with entangle coming up with a business plan. I want to assure you, I really learned a lot, and now as I talk, I have a business plan, and I can make as many business plans as possible in different business areas. In Uganda and Africa as a whole, that really, they should get the skills, they should get the training of ILO, so that they establish business that can employ other young people who are really lacking what to do, who are jobless outside. They should not sit and wait. They need to start something and build on.
I didn't know about my specific talented skill. So like when the ILO trained us, that's when I gained the skill. I learned a lot of things. For example, ILO trained us to be self-reliant and also to create job for the other youths, because youth these days, they're seeking for jobs, yet the jobs are at their stake. They can make it on their own. A lot has changed in my life, because in those days I used to depend entirely like on tuition from my parents, but now I'm able to contribute at least half of my tuition. The youth out there, I encourage them to always tap the untapped talents, because we cannot sit back behind here, yet we have a lot and in plenty to do. Like, we shouldn't minimize little things, because other people may think that we want only white collar jobs.
For the training, my life was not all that good, but after the training, I became someone who can do business skillful, and there I got more experience in the business. So it was not like before I had received that training from the International Labour Organization. So I was lacking some experience in my business and how to start the business. So after the training, I got all this. So there, my life became at least improved. Before acquiring how I can get any access to the kind of training that can give me and it can bring me more skill in business. That's why I was so impressive about that training. Very many things were given to us. So things are like bringing in business more new things in order to attract and bring more people to buy your things there, and also how to make something like a display and the likes, let me say. Immediately after the training, we form an association for the disabled persons. That is Solia Disabled Association, and there we are dealing in leather works. There, after the district gave us some little money from the special grant, we went to Kampala and bring some small requirements like the soles, glues, and also some other leathers. And now we are working with some of our disabled persons. They are still working on those products.
I had a lot of skill which I was missing before getting the training, like how to budget out the expense in my business and the profit I normally get. But after that training, really I know how now to budget for my business and the expenses and the profit and where to place my money now. My life was not all that easy because I had a lot of problems. I could not even know how to plan for my business, and really I had nothing like any skill of business in me, so it was hard for me to plan and develop up my business. What motivated me most is that really I just heard about that training of business training. Then I was very interested because, you know, when I started my life, when I dropped out from school, I knew I wanted to have that art of business. So I wanted some skill and the rest of it. So after that, I heard about that. I was very interested to go and attend. In fact, how to plan, how to bank your money, how to see the expenses you are entering in your business and the profit you're getting, and where to budget your money and where to put your money exactly. So I learned a lot of it. As I talk now, I know where I can now put my money and how to budget how my business is going.
Mr. Katende David is a teacher and a neighbor who gave me the information about the training. He advised me not to miss because it was really important to me as a youth. ILO has been sending different people to monitor my project almost every year.
I decided to deal in orange plantation because there is market.
And this is what ILO taught us. As per now, I'm in the bedding process, and in April next year, my seedlings will be ready. What has changed in my life is I have learned how to budget my time well.
Before having that training with the labor organization, life was not easy in business because I couldn't conduct my business very well. In such a way that I used not to take records of the business. I could not demand very well because sometimes the people I'm supposed to demand, I could forget them. I used not to note them down. I used not to mind of like credits that I normally give out, how I should demand them back into the business. Then customer care, that was something that I never took serious note of. Then timekeeping, I used to come late. I had that feeling that after all that is my business. I have no boss who will back at me. I could come at any time I want, then I close any time I want. Sometimes my customers could call me when I'm at home. But after that training, I had to improve on that all. According to the investigation I did, what I've got to realize from the youths is that for them, what they think of big capital to start their business. Anything around you is a capital. Being land, animal, anything you have, capital is not only cash.
I'm always so eager to learn many other things. So I was so much interested and eager to learn because he talked about so many packages. Start your business, improve your business, among others. So far, the information I got from him, I was very happy, and I had the zeal of mobilizing other young people who were in a position to also attend the training. We are around 30 over who attended the training, and I'm very happy that many of us who were trained actually are doing well. But that's how I got to learn about the training. So knowledge is power, that you're able to use the knowledge that you've gained to learn so many other things and do them practically yourself. The youth outside there, I encourage all of you to come on board and just avoid being given money. Just avoid being given something so that you get finished. But seek for knowledge, seek for information, do a little of learning. For that, you are able to fish for the rest of your life. Remember, you can be given a fish to eat and to get finished very fast. But remember, if you're taught how to teach yourself and you're able to get the fishing nets, you'll be able to fish for the rest of your life.
These young people from Kitgum, Jinja, Zombo, Gulu, Soroti, Nebi, Arua, Jinja, Oyam, and Mbale have benefited from entrepreneurship skills training with International Labour Organization supported by the European Union. Their businesses have improved in profitability, improved sales, customer care, record keeping, and are now in position to employ fellow youths.